Hey Tube, what's up? Blue Witch here. How are you guys doing tonight? Well, I hope everyone's doing amazing. So, I wanted to get on here. Oh my gosh, you're so far away. Hang on, I'm gonna scoot it a little closer because I need to have my table right here because I want to show you. Hang on, let me try to move it closer and then glasses on, I guess I could see. So I could see comments. Is that better? It's like right on the table. There we go. Nobody's on yet anyway, so it's all good. I know I'm late, but the Grey Witch called and we had to have a little discussion. About some things that are going on in his sweet little life. So I'll just sit here quietly and wait because every time I start without you guys, then I have to re-say everything and I don't want to. But I do want to go over this court case candle spell that I had to redo and see what it looks like under the foil this time. So yeah. And I'm doing a candle reading back here. And so far it looks amazing. And mine looks pretty good too so far. And I'm sure that I have lots and lots of energies around me. You guys are usually much faster than this. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. Alright, well, I'm just going to go ahead and get started then. And if no one comes on, that's fine. I just want to go over this candle reading that I did for the court case. And when I first started it, it wouldn't burn. I couldn't get it to stay lit, which meant to me that there is something in the way. There is a block. There is something preventing the spell to go through. Whenever you do a spell in one of these, okay, and then it keeps going out, there's something preventing it. So I did it with Belial so that it couldn't, nothing could prevent it again. And the interesting thing was it burned for about, I want to say 3 days. And then she messaged me that she was going into the courtroom. And so I came out to the shop to check the candle to see, how it was doing or whatever. And it was burning still and everything looked okay. And then probably after a couple hours after that, it went out. Around the time she would be getting out of court, it went out. So I thought it was really weird. And it's not done burning. Like, there's still lots of wax in it. But the spell is done because, she wasn't in court anymore. So the candle went out. And so I wanted to look at it. Oh, it looks really good, actually. It looks like we had a little cloudiness up towards the top. I thought it was darker than that. Oh, sorry, I hope you can't see the names. And this is the second one I did. It's a little cloudy on the line on the top right here, which tells me that in the beginning there was stuff against her, which we already knew because this is the second one I've done. And so she has some things that she's going to have to go through. And then from there on, it is perfectly, beautifully clear. And that's what I want to see. And when they go out like this, like still have stuff in, like, you know, a little bit on the bottom, that just means they're done. It's done. You know, he's like, it's done. Get it off my altar, you know. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? And so that's the gist of this candle spell. And I'm going to put that inside there. And so, yeah, so that was just telling me that she has some things she's going to have to go through. And hi, I'm doing great. I'm fantastic. But it'll all clear up in the end. It'll all end up being okay. Everything will get cleared up and she'll be fine. And my candle looks good. My candle, I'm doing 2 candle readings tonight. One for a client and one for myself. And both of our candles look really good right now, so far. Hi! How are you? Good, I hope. I hope everyone's doing well. Hi, sweetheart. So I have this one that I did tonight. This is the Love Booster. And then I have the Love Booster over there for R and J. And then the court case one's done. I thought I had another one, but I guess not. Oh, I do right here. Then I have this one. Bad connection, huh? You always have a bad connection. Is it a bad connection for everyone? Or just for Sweden? I'm fantastic. Very good. I'm okay, good. I'm like still going through this thing with Lucifer and Hecate. They are, you know, really, oh, yeah, there's a lot because I called them all forth tonight earlier when I was doing stuff with them, and so that's why it'll be like that. Yeah. And I could see them moving around. Their energy's weird tonight, though. It's a little different. I've been seeing like this weird, kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's, how could I explain that look? You know how when you watch that, that show Predator or whatever it's called, that movie, and you could see like, I don't know, like the force field or whatever moving. I don't know. It kind of looks like that. But I've been seeing that in the shop tonight. So I don't know. I think that might be Belial, but I'm not sure. Hi, sweetheart. How nice of you to join us. Yeah, I'm sure. So, you guys, a couple of days ago, I was sitting in this chair doing, I don't think it was live, but it might have been. But I don't think it was. But anyways, I was doing a spell or something. And in the mirror over here, I could see, I watched it, and I could see a lady with a large nose. You know, she looked like a witch. It was probably Baba Yaga, but, and then another lady or a man or something, but he was like a white colored, but she was more darker. She was more like had more of a skin tone and dark hair. They were in the mirror and they were like just watching me like I was on TV and talking about me, like they were just watching me. I was like, what is that? But yeah, it was pretty weird. You guys will have to check it out and look in this mirror and see if you could see it. But you got to watch it not on your phone. You're going to have to use a larger screen. I watched it on my computer and I could see it. I could see them. And you could see their heads didn't move, but their mouths were moving like they were talking. It's just like, okay. I know, you guys, I don't know what you're going to do with me. I'm just too open to all this stuff, I guess. But yeah, I've been getting so much energy. It's starting to calm down a little bit. But if I say their name, then bam. Hi. Hi, sweetheart. I know. I am crazy sometimes. But I can't help it. Yeah, so you guys will have to tell me like if I start morphing out. Hi, hi. Hi everyone. What are you guys doing up so late? I know I'm up late. I just saw that again up there. You just woke up. That's cute. Are you feeling better? Oh, I already did it. I did it before everybody got on because I was sitting there at like 3 minutes or something, and so I was like, well, I guess I'll just talk about it. But yeah, so I was talking about the candle readings, these ones, and then I'm glad you're feeling better. Oh, nice. But yeah, so this, yeah, I already talked about it. But this was the court case one that I just did. And as you can see, I'm trying to make sure her name doesn't, where's her name? Right here. But see, it's a little cloudy at the top. She has like a dark ring around the top of it, which meant that, and this is the second one I did on this, so, which means that she was going to have some shit to go through. And then after that, it was all clear. And then he put it out when she got out of court. It went out. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, so it was clear all the way through here. A little bit of shit at first, and then she'll be good to go. But her first candle told me that she had something working against her. So I don't know what that was all about, but that's why I took it to Belial, because then it doesn't matter what she has against her. If I take it to Belial, he'll remove it. That's right. And I have a couple more. I was hoping this one would be done today, but it's not. It's still going. And that's AM's. And then the R and J love one that I did the other day, it's still going too. They're both burning good, and the glass is clear, so I know that it's working well. And this one that I did tonight is sparking. And that tells me that, you know, her guides are working on it. Like, it's being worked. And she told me even that the apple spell I did for her is working, but I did it on the 19th and today's the 29th, and so she said she just wants to give it a little boost because he's trying to resist it. And so whenever you guys feel like that, doing a booster is a good idea. Thank you. Woo. How about when I do that? Just kidding. So, anyways, whoa. Talking about was, oh, I lost it. I'm gonna have to move over so that I cannot lose big ones like that when you guys say things. But these candle readings right here, like what I'm doing on this one right here, is not. Okay, there we go. Figure it out. I have to say. Was supposed to. I've never heard her say that. Oh. I'm gonna have to come over there because I have no idea. Yeah, the boosters are awesome. They work really well, and they tell me. They also not only do they boost the spell, but they also tell me like what's going on with it. So it's kind of like a booster and a reading on the spell to see how the spell's doing, all in one. You know, because like if the spell's being blocked by something or whatever, then it won't burn, and then I have to redo it and figure out what's blocking it, and then call my DD in to remove the blockage and then burn through it and make it burn through it. And my candle over there is going crazy. I think Bilal's having a good time with it. But you know, it's pretty smart, I think. But you know, it's all good. Not everyone needs them. I know. But I like them. And oh, and one of my breakups, one of the breakups I did a couple weeks ago, I think, worked. And so now we're going to go in and I just never, she never like got back with me to tell me what was happening. And now she messaged me and said, you know, oh, it worked and he's back with me, but now I need to like, you know, bind him in so he doesn't leave again. So we're going to be doing that, and I'm excited about that. I love to hear when shit goes good, you guys, so that I know. It helps me to know when it's going good as well as when it's not going good. It's like nobody wants to tell me the good stuff. They only want to tell me when shit's going bad, and then I don't know what to fix if I don't know what's working, what's not working, kind of thing. When is it better to do a bitch be gone instead of a breakup? Well, when it's a narcissistic person, they don't care, they don't have any love, they don't have feelings, and so only for themselves. And so you need to do a bitch be gone because you can't, you know, play on their feelings if they don't have any. And it's also good for when the guy or girl is seeing multiple people. Then I would do a bitch be gone and put all the bitches in the jar with the stuff. And I've done that. I've had to put 3 of them. This guy was seeing 4 chicks at the same time. 4. Like, what are you gonna do with 4 women? Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, so we my client and I took the other 3 ladies and we put them all in a jar and we did a bitch be gone, and it worked. And we've had to do, we broke him off of that, broke them away from him, and then they're together, but we had to do several spells to keep him in line until finally they're, now it's done and they're together, and I think they live together and everything happily. But it took a lot of work because he was so used to being a player, and we had to change all his habits and behaviors and stuff all had to be, changed. And she was really good about seeing what the energy was doing to him, and how to manipulate it, how to feed it. And she knew when she went too far, didn't go, or if she fucked it up, she would be like, shit, I fucked it up. And so, then she'd be like, you're gonna have to do another booster. I fucked it up, and I did this and that, so I did, but it worked for her anyways. She, they're together and happy, and they're both professionals, and, so, but, yeah, narcissistic players, those kind of people is a bitch be gone. And, sometimes I don't know, if there's other things that they're using to manipulate him besides their relationship, besides sex, like if she has gotten herself pregnant by him, and you're married to him, and you have 3 kids with him, and now he's had an affair with her, and now she's pregnant, and you don't want to, do anything to hurt the baby or whatever, then, which is coming up, then you have to do a bitch be gone because you want her to freaking, she's destroying your family. I mean, it's his fault totally, 100%. But on the wife, on the mother of your child, and etc., she doesn't want to lose her husband because he had an affair with some chick and now she's pregnant. And who knows whose kid it is, And so this shit really happens, people. It's like all the time. What about someone who is stubborn and won't go because she is 50 and makes really good money? Yeah, definitely. Then you mean like a narcissistic, because she's 50 and makes really good. So he's with her for the money? Well, if he's with her for the money, then I would attack her finances. I would curse her finances. Oh, he makes the money. Well, I would just figure it out, whatever it is that is keeping him with her, and then I would remove it. Yep. So not nice. It's so funny. But yeah, it just, yeah. And a bit off the topic, apologize. I was wondering, what are your favorite books? Well, my favorite books are The Queen of Hell and The Red King. And then I've done a couple of live feeds talking about some beginner witch books that I think are really good for beginner witches. And that's about it. I'm not allowed to really do a lot of book reading. Her ex-husband has a business, so she started seeing him something, something, something. Just email me on that and we'll talk about it. Get it from off of what is the name of his site again, you guys? If you get it directly from the author, then it's less expensive. If you try to get it on Amazon, it's stupid money. So yeah, I would go to Primal Craft, I think it's called. Yeah, primalcraft.com. And his name is Mark Allen Smith. And he's amazing. But you have to make sure that those are really advanced witch books. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I've been so bad about doing emails, you guys. I haven't had time. And so I got on tonight and I answered a bunch of them. I need to come closer. I can't. Hang on. Let me switch chairs and then I'll be able to see better. Whoops. Now I have a spotlight on me. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Advanced in what sense? Send you a second email. Hang on 1 second. Advanced in like doing like ceremony and you know, how to sigils and summoning demons and you know, witchcraft and how to summons like Cerberus and you know, how to do rituals, certain rituals that will bring certain things and what will happen to you when you do these rituals and how to do them, what sacrifices have to be made, things like that. They're for more advanced witches, and so I only recommend that if you're a witch. I know that I have a lot of beginner witches that have ordered that book and are a little intimidated by it because they're still brand new, and so I felt kind of bad, and that's why I did a couple of reviews on some beginner witch books. Just here not too long ago on some live feeds, I talked about like 3 books, I think, that are really good, that have nice stories and tell you about different things that are, you know, natural witchcraft stuff that, you know, are good for beginner witches. And not just for all witches. All witch, you know, it's not, they're not just for beginners, but it's a good place to start because it covers all the basics. But I did videos on those already, like, I don't know, what, a couple weeks ago, you guys, I think. Yeah, that sounds right. And then, yeah, that's right. It's been a couple weeks, I think. And I want to say Tallulah got the books that I recommended. and she said they were off, that she enjoyed them. She just got the Hecate one, huh? And then someone else ordered them too. Yeah, one's Good Magic. They're right there. I'll just grab them. Hang on. I think these are them. This one's really good for Hecate recipes. It's just a little paperback thing, but it has like it has some nice little things in it. Let me see. Look at all the recipes that are in there for different types of this one's like for trance and shape shifting. The Bone Mother Blend. Anyways, it has a lot of good recipes in it for Hecate. And then there's this one, is The Witches. And this is a really good book. I love this book. And yeah, it has all kinds of stories about all kinds of things, and it's not a kid's book. It talks about like initiation with the devil, and it talks about all kinds of stuff. It's not, here's a thing on the horned god. You know, it has good art, and it has a lot of really good, it talks about poppets, how to do spells on impotence, things like that. What is this one? Smoke and how to use it. I think there's like, oh hey, is that my frog thing? What? I'll have to read that later. But anyways, this is a really good book. And there's all kinds of little old witchcraft stuff in here, like, that's been around forever. And then this one's Good Magic. This one has everything in it. Like, it just touches on everything. Herbs, cards, crystals, you know, what they're used for, what what magical elements are in it. You know, the elements, how to use them, how to do, earth magic, air magic, all kinds of stuff. There's just tons of good stuff, good information in here. There was another one too, but I can't remember which one it was. But you'll have to like go back and look at my videos again, because I'm not sure. I think there was one more. One that had like the mandrake thing in it. Because I was having a thing with mandrake, wanting mandrake. But yeah, so those are the books that I liked. I'm not allowed to look at like spell books and stuff. Hecate doesn't like me to do that because she says that they'll put ideas in my head. Yeah, there's a couple. I did a few of them. There's not just one video. There's a few videos. So, But yeah, it's in there. It's out there. There are spells for weight loss. Who is that by? Which one? This one? This one's by Mariana Medusi. I think I'm sorry. And then this one's by Erica Jong. Yep. Yeah, it was mine. But this one's Mariana Medasi. And this one is Erica Jong. Yep. And then the Hecate one is by Vivian Moss. But these are good for all witches, but especially for beginner witches, because they explain everything and everything's in there, and you know, awesome. You'll love them. They're good books. I enjoyed them. But like I have lots of other books that are kind of really hardcore, like the Luciferian magic books and things like that. But I don't want to recommend them because I haven't read them in their, like, you know, different kind of books. It's not that they're bad books, but they kind of contradict the books that, like, the Queen of Hell has you doing this ceremony one way, and then they have you doing the same ceremony a different way. And so I don't want to recommend that book because of that reason. Yeah. But it's a good book too. I have a lot of Luciferian books that I really like. But I don't want to pull them up here because I haven't read them all the way through. To keep an eye on that candle. But yeah, any other questions? What are you guys doing this weekend? It's a special weekend, I think, right? Yeah, it's Labor Day weekend. Right? Yeah, I think so. I know not all of you celebrate that, but we do. So I'm gonna go camping, but I'm only we're camping like 30 miles from the house so that I could come home and work. Yep, one of the perks of living up in the mountains is that you get to do that. Nice. Interested in spirit work. I've been having dreams come true for years now, but I'm trying to learn more about that gift. So like premonitions, your psychic abilities. Yeah, we have Wi-Fi up there. We have service. That's why my grandson wants to do a live feed. Oh, that would be so fun. A paranormal circus. I didn't even know there was such a thing. Wow, I'm so sheltered. Yeah, learning, that's like, well, working with spirits is a form of necromancy, I guess. But if it's just dreams, if it's just having dreams about them or whatever, then that's just premonitions and your psychic abilities, you know, your mediumship. And so, I don't know, I like to do necromancy with them. Oh, fun! That's awesome. Um, but yeah, I like to call them in and have them do spells with me. Like, I'll call them in to do readings with me, like card readings, candle readings. Whenever I'm doing any kind of divination work with you, I will summons your ancestors to come and do this reading. And you know, they don't like it all the time. Some of them get kind of pissed off. Yeah. I just call Belial, but I used to call my ancestors. Um, but yeah, so I do work with spirits in my practice a lot. They're with me all the time, 24/7, and I talk to them. I see them. You know, I can hear them walking around in my house, and I have several pictures with them. You know, it's just a thing. It's just normal for me. But I feel like I just got touched right there. Somebody just went, aww. Anyways, it's been happening a lot lately. Oh yes, let's just rub it all in there. Cutting it off. But yeah, I want to know about this paranormal cruise. What is that all about? Are they mean or are they nice? During the readings as well, I use totally daily and I usually try to connect with my ancestors. Oh. Yeah, I don't call my ancestors for other people's readings. I call their ancestors. Like I take their name and their picture and I hold it up in front of my mirror, and then I call them and I say, I call forth the ancestors of beepity beepity beep, you know, whatever. And then I repeat it like however many times until I feel all their energy. And then as soon as I feel their energy there, I know they're there, and I say, you know, so and so, we're doing a reading for so and so, and I need you to, you know, answer the question or whatever, you know. Is this person being cursed? Is somebody putting a hex on them? Is, you know, I ask them those things, and then really spooky with people dressed like demons. Oh, cute. Like Krampus. I'm not entirely sure. I have never heard of it before. Oh. Well, that doesn't surprise me. But, yeah, so that's what I do. I know I'm weird and I do things differently. And then sometimes when I do spells, I'll call them to go and haunt people or whatever I want. What does this say? How does it translate from the spirit world if the ancestors speak? Oh wait, where'd it go? If the ancestors speak a different language other than English, does language not make a difference? I want to say it doesn't. Going to the first time, but the pics looked wicked. So should just be fun going. And that is awesome. I'd set up an altar for the ancestor, pull the card with a question, and leave the card on the altar with an offering, and that has worked for me. Oh, I bet. That's awesome. So I say something similar. Sounds like fun. Yeah, that's awesome. I have my ancestors have an altar in my house. Their altar's not out here. It's my ancestors' altar's in the house, next to my bedroom door. Like I have like a little hall area, and it sits right there. And yeah, they have like ancestor money, and I give my grandma cigarettes and whiskey or vodka or whatever, flowers, just the usual. Burning incense. I burn her. She has her favorite perfume there. I put pictures of different people in our family up there that have passed away, of course. Except for there's a picture of me on there when I was a little girl, but that's just because I know that they love me, and so I want to put things that I know that they loved or that they do love, and then there it is. Oh. They can be funny. My grandmother I'll be like in any place in the house, and then all of a sudden I'll smell her perfume, and I'll just be like, "Hi, Grandma." Yep. She was the best, but she wasn't my biological grandmother, the one that I'm speaking of. She was, she's my spirit guide, one of my spirit guides, one of many, and but my other grandmother, I hate her guts, and I cast her to hell, to the abyss, with Hecate. Because I don't like her. But there's a whole story behind that too. But anyways, so there's that. Yeah, so working with spirits is fun. I enjoy that, and I do that every day. Pretty much every day. But I do have to put up barriers with them because, well, it's not as bad as it used to be. They used to jump me all the time and, give me bad dreams and things like that. And so I had to learn how to protect myself, learn how to give them rules. Boundaries had to be put in place, all that stuff. But it takes a lot of practice and, work to know how to do that stuff. And so I would make sure that you know how to protect yourself before you start, using them, working with them, you know what I mean, in your practice. Because otherwise, you can get assholes just like people, Some of them are complete disgusting pigs. Just like people. So yeah, I would definitely make sure you have protection. Yes, that's what I do. And Belial is having a good, happy day. He was so sweet last night. Oh my gosh, you have that? Yeah. Doesn't that sleep paralysis scare the shit out of you? It's freaking terrifying. I think the last time it happened to me, I just kind of laughed at them, and they were like, "What are you gonna do?" It's like, well, how about if I call Hecate? How about that? I'm trying to keep an eye on my candle. And, yeah, so I don't like sleep paralysis. Yeah, it's not fun. It's so scary. Especially children at the time. They have a ton of energy, which knocks me on my ass. Well, they're draining you. She told me. She gave me lots of signs. And actually, she gave me a lot of signs, and then one time a spirit came and said that royalty was coming, and that I should expect it, to prepare. They said prepare, royalty is coming. And I was like, well, okay. But she would do fun things like put birds in my room. She's done that a few times. And have an owl at my front door. I've had wild dogs in my yard. Actually, a black doggy. It looked like a wolf, but we don't have wolves here, so it was just a big black dog. But he went around my shop and peed on my shop, like marked the territory kind of thing. But she does a lot of different things, and then she just started talking to me and just helped me. I talk about her all the time. I think I just did a video about her yesterday. But she's amazing. And then she told me, I think it was in 2015, on my birthday, she said for me to, oh yeah, they were not happy at all. Yeah, that's probably her. If you hear dogs barking and going crazy like crazy, then it's Hecate. She'll do things. She will rock your world, I'm telling you. But it's all for the better. It's always good stuff. It's really hard at first, but then once you get through the hard part, it's like you'll feel like you're where you're supposed to be finally, And it's amazing. And so, and you just got to make sure that you don't let anyone take that from you. What the heck? Anyways, so yeah, that is, I keep trying to keep an eye on my candle readings, and so that's why I'm like scattered, but I keep hearing a noise like right here. And so, any other questions, my darlings? I know. I could see them moving around. But yes, spirit work is fun. Just be careful. Okay, guys. Well, if that's it, then I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here and go and do my finish up my candle readings, and go in and get some sleep. And then tomorrow I have a road opener to do, and I think maybe a love apple, but I'm not sure. I think I do. A love apple and a road opener for tomorrow. I love you all, and thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Good night.